All right, let's talk about unlocking your potential. Today, we're diving into how to become truly unstoppable, and we're basing this on the incredible work of John C. Maxwell. The goal? To tap into that power that we all have inside of us.
So, let me just start by asking you a question, one that Maxwell himself poses right at the beginning. What's really stopping you? I mean, really, what is keeping you from hitting those goals you've set, from actually living out your dreams?
And this leads us to a pretty provocative idea, right? What if the biggest thing in your way isn't your job or your past or your circumstances? What if it's you? The whole idea here is that most of us are held back more by our own thinking than by any real external barrier.
So, where in the world do we start? Well, the journey from feeling limited to becoming unstoppable, it's an inside job. It all starts with the foundation, getting to know yourself, really, truly, and honestly.
This whole journey really breaks down into 3 clear steps. First, self-awareness. You have to see yourself with total clarity, the good and the bad. Second, you've got to focus on your strengths. The idea is to stop trying to fix all your weaknesses and instead pour your energy into the things you already rock at. And third, you have to be willing to push your own boundaries. And this is the perfect illustration of that third point. When Henry Ford built his first car, the quadricycle, he had a problem. He realized it was too big to fit through the door of his workshop. So what'd he do? He didn't make the car smaller. Nope, he grabbed an axe and knocked down the wall. He refused to let the limits of his space limit his creation. Okay, so once you know yourself, how do you actually fuel this journey? Well, that brings us to our second big point. You have to master your internal engine. That is, your energy and your emotions. Now here's a crucial point. So many of us are completely obsessed with managing our time, but you can't create more of it, right? Time is fixed. We all get 24 hours. But energy, that's a whole different story. It's expandable. You can increase it, you can renew it. And shifting your focus from managing time to managing energy, well, that's a total game changer for performance. And you know, a huge part of managing your emotional energy comes down to this one simple word: resilience. And the best part is, it's not some trait you're just born with. It's a skill you can actually learn. It's the engine that helps you get through the tough times and not just survive, but actually come out stronger. And here's a brilliant, super practical tool for building that resilience: the 24-hour rule. It's simple. When you succeed, you celebrate it. Go all out, but only for 24 hours. Then you get back to work so you don't get complacent. And when you fail, you allow yourself to feel it, to grieve it, to learn from it. But again, only for 24 hours. Then you move on. It keeps you steady, so the highs don't make you lazy and the lows don't make you quit. Okay, so you know yourself, you're managing your internal engine. The next step is all about expanding your impact on the world around you. This is about using your creativity and your ability to connect with other people. I absolutely love this quote because it just totally demystifies creativity. It's not some magic gift only a few people have. Like Steve Jobs said, it's simply about connecting things, seeing patterns and relationships between ideas that maybe other people miss. And guess what? You can actually train yourself to do this. Be a collector of ideas. Constantly ask those 2 little powerhouse questions: why and what if? And maybe most importantly, talk to other people. Don't just sit on your ideas, share them. Because collaboration is like the ultimate creative stimulant. When you talk about an idea, you're testing it, you're expanding it, and you're letting other people help you build it into something even better. An idea you share is always, always stronger than an idea you keep to yourself. This brings us to our final, and maybe the most powerful concept of all, the thing that frames this entire journey: the uphill climb. This is such a simple but profoundly true statement. Think about it. Anything you truly want, a great relationship, a successful career, becoming a better person, it all requires intentional effort. It's an uphill climb. Nobody ever just slides their way into a meaningful life. And this just lays out the choice so clearly. On one side, you have the uphill climb. It's intentional, it builds self-respect, it's fulfilling. On the other side, the downhill slide. It's easy, takes no effort, and you know what? It leads to emptiness. The big question is, which path are your daily habits built for? So how do you stay on that uphill path? Well, it starts with a bias for action. Just begin before you feel totally ready. Along the way, you have to be willing to fail and see it as a lesson, not an ending. To keep making progress, you got to stay focused, no dabbling. And through it all, constantly filter your choices with one simple question: Will this move me forward? We'll end on this powerful challenge from Nelson Mandela. Becoming unstoppable isn't about hitting some final destination. It's about refusing to play small. It's about refusing to settle for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. It's all about committing to the climb. So, the final question is pretty simple. Are you ready to start climbing?